Unlock your inner strength. Motivational Zen story. In a serene forest far away, there lived a young rabbit named Taro. Taro was small and timid, often overshadowed by the other animals in the forest. He lived a simple life, nibbling on clover and hopping through the woods, always staying close to his cozy burrow. Despite his quiet nature, Taro had a big heart and a hidden desire to prove himself, though he often kept this dream to himself. One sunny morning, a grand announcement echoed through the forest. A great race was to be held, and the winner would be granted a wish. Taro's ears perked up at the news. The thought of winning a wish filled his mind with dreams of being strong and confident, no longer living in the shadows. Yet, the idea of joining the race seemed daunting. Could he, a small and shy rabbit, really compete with the larger, more athletic animals? As the days passed, Taro's excitement was overshadowed by doubt and fear. "I'm too small," he thought. "I'm not fast enough. The other animals will surely laugh at me." Every time he considered signing up for the race, his heart would pound with anxiety. The forest seemed full of whispers, and Taro felt like all eyes were on him, judging him for even considering such a bold move. One evening, as Taro sat by the edge of a tranquil pond, he met an old tortoise named Zenji. Zenji was wise and calm, known for his profound insights. Seeing the worry on Taro's face, Zenji approached and asked, "What troubles you, young one?" Taro hesitated, but then poured out his fears and desires. Zenji listened patiently, and then shared a piece of wisdom. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Courage isn't about being unafraid. It's about taking action, despite your fears. These words resonated deeply with Taro, planting a seed of hope in his heart. With Zenji's encouragement, Taro began to see the possibility of participating in the race, not as a competition against others, but as a personal journey to discover his own strengths. With Zenji's wisdom echoing in his mind, Taro made a bold decision. He would join the race. His heart pounded as he signed his name on the registration list, feeling a mixture of fear and excitement. The day of the race arrived, and Taro stood at the starting line, surrounded by other animals, some much larger and faster than he was. Taking a deep breath, he reminded himself of Zenji's words and took his first step into the unknown. The race was filled with challenges. Taro had to navigate through dense forests, cross rushing rivers, and climb steep hills. Along the way, he made new friends like Sora, a cheerful squirrel who shared his nuts and offered encouragement. But not everyone was friendly. Riku, a boastful fox, constantly taunted Taro, trying to break his spirit. Despite the obstacles and Riku's mocking, Taro pressed on, each step strengthening his resolve. As the race progressed, Taro faced his greatest challenge yet, a towering, steep mountain that seemed to touch the sky. The other animals hesitated, but Taro knew he had to keep going. His legs trembled, and his heart raced as he began the arduous climb. Each step was a struggle, the path rocky and treacherous. Doubts crept back into his mind, but Taro pushed them aside, focusing on Zenji's advice. Halfway up the mountain, Taro felt exhausted, his muscles aching and his spirit waning. He considered turning back, but then he remembered Zenji's words. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Gathering all his strength, Taro decided to take it one step at a time. Slowly but surely, he climbed higher and higher, each step a testament to his perseverance. At last, after what felt like an eternity, Taro reached the summit. He stood there, gazing at the breathtaking view. a sense of accomplishment washing over him. In that moment, Taro realized that his true strength came from within, and that every small step had brought him closer to his goal. Standing at the top of the mountain, Taro felt a wave of clarity and inner strength. He realized that the perseverance and courage he had shown were more valuable than any physical strength. He had conquered his greatest fears and doubts, proving to himself that he was capable of much more than he had ever imagined. This newfound confidence was his true reward. With his spirit revitalized, Taro began his descent from the mountain. The path seemed less daunting now, his steps lighter with the knowledge of his inner strength. Along the way, he encountered other animals struggling with the race. Remembering his own journey, Taro offered help and encouragement, sharing his story and the wisdom Zenji had imparted. His kindness inspired others to keep going, creating a ripple effect of determination and support. As Taro neared the final stretch of the race, he faced one last challenge: a swift river with strong currents. The other animals hesitated, unsure of how to cross. Drawing on his inner strength and the support of his new friends, Taro devised a plan. Working together, they built a makeshift bridge, using logs and vines. Just as the bridge was completed, Riku, the boastful fox, appeared, struggling to keep up. Taro extended a paw, helping Riku cross safely. This act of compassion transformed Riku, who finally recognized the value of teamwork and humility. Taro crossed the finish line, not as the first to arrive, but as a hero in his own right. He had completed the race, overcoming every obstacle with courage, perseverance, and kindness. The other animals cheered for him, recognizing his journey and the lessons he had learned. Taro's wish was granted, not by magic, but by the realization that true strength comes from within, and that every journey begins with a single step. Returning to his peaceful forest home, Taro shared his story with others, inspiring them to believe in themselves and take that first step towards their dreams. The forest was never the same, filled with a newfound spirit of courage and community, all thanks to a small, brave rabbit named Taro. And so, dear friends, Taro's journey teaches us a timeless lesson. True strength comes from within, and every great journey begins with a single step. No matter how small or timid we may feel, we all possess the power to overcome our fears and achieve our dreams. Taro's story reminds us that with courage, perseverance, and a kind heart, we can conquer any challenge life throws our way. Just like Taro, remember that it's not about being the fastest or the strongest. It's about believing in yourself and taking that first step, no matter how daunting it may seem. Each step you take, no matter how small, brings you closer to your goals. And along the way, never forget the power of kindness and support, for they can transform not only your journey, but also the journeys of those around you. If you enjoyed Taro's story of inner strength and overcoming obstacles, I invite you to listen to more tales of inspiration and perseverance available on my YouTube channel. There, you'll find many more stories that uplift and motivate, showing that no matter the challenge, we all have the potential to achieve greatness. So join us, and let's continue to unlock the strength within us all.